We're live. Everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. I was sitting here, did a just card pull and Rebirth. Phoenix, rising from the ashes. As a collective energy, I am going to say that some of you really could be connecting with some loved ones, right? Because the reason I'm saying this is for those of you who did not know, I had to take some time away, from the channel beginning of this year. My dad was sick with cancer, stage 4 cancer. And before that, he had some kidney disease and just some things going on. He is in a much better place now. I'm not sad, right? But I'm happy for him. And then, as I was just sitting meditating, asking my energy to be protected again. If y'all notice, I've started wearing head coverings more often as I'm channeling, and there's a reason for that. It's not because I'm cold, right? I just do what I'm led and guided to do. Sometimes I don't have explanations for it. I just know what I feel. So, anyways, back to talking about, and my eyes are puffy because I started crying, obviously. The song, it's a hymn. When I was a little girl, I grew up very religious. And so, a lot of times when my passed on loved ones that I had associations with, as I was part of a very religious upbringing, shall we say, they'll often send me like songs, or just memories of when I was, little. And a lot of time it's very faith-based, and I don't share a lot of it, on the channel. Not that for any other reason other than the fact that I tend to not follow a specific religious belief. I believe in all religions. Funny enough. I'm not against. I just tend to be more spiritual and incorporate all different aspects of things that I have learned, right, along my journey in this human lifetime, and others, right, depending on your beliefs. And that's okay if you don't believe in reincarnation or you don't feel as if you've lived a time before, but I do. I've had dreams and visions and just all kinds of experiences, right? That helps me know that this is not my first time. Crack me up. So anyways, that song is Beulah Land was playing in my mind. So, that song has some significant meaning, especially the second verse. Anyways, for those of you who are led, look it up. It's in the title, Beulah, B-E-L-U-A-H. It's a very It's about one's ascension, final ascension journey, when they choose to not come back and reincarnate, right? And there is also something about the fact that they can rest now, because those of us who are, light workers and have spiritually become awakened, it's like it's giving them a reprieve to stay in a more beautiful place as guides, correct? For those of us who are still here, incarnated on earth. That's very beautiful, Dad. Thank you for that. They get to rest, he said. For those just joining, my dad passed away June 18th, and he just kind of really came strong through this morning with some messages, and I wanted to share them, and it's kind of emotional. That's okay. We'll get through it together. I'm not afraid to show my authentic self, right? And there is something about that too. He just said, please live your authentic selves. It does not matter what you appear to be to others, for they will become as a ghost. He's saying, like, you'll be able to just see straight through them, like almost a non-existence is what he's saying, right? Just to be your authentic selves. I'm being reminded that Pluto is retrograding Capricorn, right? And when it moves Pluto into Aquarius, correct, it will not, was it 248 years it takes for Pluto to get out of a sign? So again, as he was saying, it's souls are being able to have a reprieve, because those of us who are here doing the work has basically picked up the war and the battle to spiritually awaken. As my cat passes, so that's I rescued this cat when he was a kitten from my dad's farm. My dad homesteaded, okay? Beautiful, way out in the country, away from everything and everybody. Truly his oasis. Anyways, the year or two before I found out, like, my dad got sick, I rescued this kitten. He was a kitten then. He's not. He's 3 years old now. So anyways, even in those loved ones' existence still here on earth, there's a plan, right? The plan was for me to rescue this fucking cat, because he's pretty much the only physical living existing thing in this dimension that I have of him. So Manu is my familiar. He is the one and only cat that I've ever really become attached to and kept in my entire life. I have dogs. There's 3 of them back here. So anyways, channeling some things of what my dad wanted me to bring forth to the collective. Some of them are not having to reincarnate, but stay as guides and live in what he's calling their own personal oasis, or Beulah Land, correct? Okay. So, rebirth experience. They're viewing us. We are the fire. We are the light. So I'm going to switch gears a little bit. And I have the white light oracle out. Okay, so as I was preparing, again, this is a lot. This is a lot, collective. But I'm going to get it out. So, as I sat down to start channeling, correct? Archangel Shemuel came through really well. I mean, very strong, shall I say. Not really well, but well as also. And there's something about healing love and relationships right now. Okay, so as you all know or may not know, Pluto is an outer planet, correct? So the energies affects outer world, outer existence, correct? Like communities, governments, relationships, all of those types of things. Capricorn energy is very hierarchical, correct? Like ruling with an iron fist is what I'm being told. Like, well, Aquarian energy is more freedom for the people, right? So that's why there is a huge, huge shift for everyone to really embrace your authentic self. Okay, so I'm going to use this as an example. Obviously, I'm an older generation. I'm born in the 70s. So, there was a freedom. I'm just going to leave it at that. There was a freedom of, how can I put it? Okay, for instance, dancing. Okay. We didn't give a shit what we looked like. Okay, that's why our hips and our joints and everything else, whoop-de-whoop, kind of hurts a little bit whenever, but anyways, this is all leading up to something. I particularly remember growing up and it being fun to have like battle dances, right? Or just people coming up and being creative and inspired, even in the music industry, of like different moves, right? Everything was not so synchronized, is what I'm trying to get to. If you notice nowadays, it is all about competition and who can do which specific dance moves the best. Well, why don't you get fucking creative and come up with something new? Like, why must it be a competition? Where is the inspiration? Where is the creativity? Where is the individuality to be yourself and who you are, right? It's all about who can do what the best and the most and who can make the best fucking videos on flat pop. You know what I'm saying? Other platforms, shall we say. Like, it's not. It's really not. Like, be an individual, bro. Get out there and bust some moves and don't be like everybody else. And there's a message in that as souls, as collectives, right? You're not supposed to fit in. You're not supposed to be like everybody else. You are an individual. Like, I wouldn't want the world a whole lot of me's, because I'm a lot. Like, bro, I can be a lot. I have a very, very strong personality. I mean, phew. And I know that sometimes, and I have to curve myself back when my energy starts flowing at moments, right? Because, again, obviously there's a place and a time for everything, correct? Because we do live in society. Shift. Become an individual. Like, for real, bro, I am in my all natural state. Like, there's not enough sage to clear the shit. Right? People are always going to throw shade at you. The thing about it is this, okay? Do you actually genuinely, are you going to let it affect you, or are you going to continue to be like comfy like me and just wear whatever suits you? Okay? Okay. You ain't got to be like everybody else. God, please don't be like everybody else. I'm so sick and tired of like cum catchers and shit. Oh my God, please rip them off. If you know, then you know. If you don't, then let it slide. Not that there's anything wrong with being presentable and being beautiful, but when it becomes egotistical and you can't fucking go to the store without putting a face of makeup on, something's goddamn wrong. There's an ego fucking problem, y'all. I said what I said, and I'm going to continue to sip on my tea. If you don't like it, exit stage left, right? Women, men, whomever you are, please be who you are. Okay? And whatever it is that you believe in, believe it with your entire being and your entire existence, because that's what's going to get you through. It's called faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not yet seen. Remember that. Okay? Okay. Now, I'm going to switch gears. 17 minutes in. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to end this live here. And then I'm going to bounce right back. Clear this room and space. Thank you, Dad, for coming in today with these really strong messages. You know, maybe that's what the collective just needed. Je ne sais pas. Just do what I'm led and I'm invited, okay? So. Oh, the circle of light. Thank you. Okay. He's dismissed. Circle of light. Ascending back. You can't. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, that's cool too. I'll meet you on the other side after the ascension, right? And your spiritual awakening.